Starting pretty soon. Okay. Gonna start it up. Well, yeah, I forgot this took a little time to load. I basically booted this up long enough just to kind of see if I could easily get into it. I played the first Dragon Quest Builders and had a fun time with it, and so I'm looking forward to getting into this again. I picked up this one, the sequel, during a sale not too long ago, but haven't really given a shot into trying it out, which is kind of a shame, because it is kind of a terrible thing to just, not make use of games that you have. Anyway. Let's get into this. I have an idea I'm looking to try out here. A particular character, if you will. Yeah. don't remember them having some of these control types. This will be neat. Ooh. Okay, I think this will be good. Don't want to stick on the boring stuff for too long. Well, we actually have a progress bar for the loading. Good. Venture forth, my children, and destroy all before you. Ooh. Yep, that looks like a Dragon Lord. Thus decreed the great and glorious High Priest Targon, and lo, his minions of mayhem did march out rank upon rank to ravage the land and strike fear into human hearts. Our unholy father then gave up his mortal form so that Malroth, the master of destruction, might be reborn and the world be consumed by catastrophe. Alas, mighty Malroth was defeated at the hands of the despicable spawn of Erdrick before Hargon's glorious vision could be brought to life. The moon has waxed and waned many times since that fateful day. Now peace reigns supreme, and our order has been scattered to the four corners of the earth. Tell me, brothers and sisters, what does a monster do when backed into a corner? It bites, I say. We must do everything and anything within our power to bring this world to ruin. Huzzah, huzzah! All hail Hargon. Praise be to Malroth. O hellish Father, hear our prayer. Deliver us from this world of oblivion. Lead us ever onwards as we build your dominion of darkness together. Thus, Dragon Quest Builders 2. Liberty. You are the hero who will save this world. Arise, my child. Your destiny awaits. The look on your face. I was only ribbing you, my child. You're no hero, I know that much. You're one of them builders, right? No? You're telling fibulas now. I've got it on good authority that you're a builder, so you can drop the act. Still, at least you're not a master builder. You might only be an apprentice, but that'll do. I've actually got just the job for a lass like you. Once you've wiped the sleep from your sockets, come and meet me up on deck. Not what I expected. There's no response. It's just a skeleton. Oh, of course. Liberty peeks inside the pot. Whiff, what a pong. This must be the toilet. It looks like it hasn't been emptied for a very long time. Ew. Okay. So this is not what I expected. I mean, I guess I'm not entirely sure what I expected, though, I mean, I remember in the first game it was basically a thing of you wake up and are doing the thing being guided by the frickin' goddess, but this is, Okay, so we're on a ship, I guess? Hello? Builder, I have something to tell you. Did you know that you can run by holding ZL while you move around with L? The left stick? I'm sure the extra speed will come in handy, but take care near high ledges or you'll meet your maker sooner rather than later. Well, thank you, Ghosty Ghost. Oh yeah, that is kind of like a big old dash, isn't it? Okay. Hello? Builder, I have something to tell you. Press A when you want to examine something or strike up a conversation with someone. I suggest you remember this advice until the day you die. Oh, and one more thing. Could you ask that girl in the break to pipe down? She won't stop screaming. How does she expect me to rest in peace when she's being so noisy? Oh my god. Hey. Oh, hello. I couldn't help but overhear you hobnobbing with that dreadful Deadnought. So you're an apprentice builder, are you? I was going to ask if you'd come up with a plan to get us off this ship, but you're far too much of a rank amateur to figure something like that out. Oh. Oh, why in Goddess's name did I ever become a builder? If I've been a farmer or a miner instead, I'd never have been left to rot in this stinking cell. We thought the children of Hargon were all but vanquished, but they were running scared. How did they ever turn the tables on us like this? Hello, priesty dude. Oh, the builder. Tell me, girl, do the children of Hargon frighten you? Do you wish to flee from this floating coffin? These waters are cursed. Strange voices carry across the waves, and many a vessel has vanished into the vapor, the crew victims to an unknown fate. Now are you scared? Not as scared as I am, I assure you. I'll be off this death trap at the first opportunity. Damn. Must be a scary place. I will say one thing I am liking right off the bat is how well the camera is going. I remember it didn't really do too well in the first game with confined spaces. This is where we still are cargo. Real sly mariners like me call it the hold. Say, you wouldn't be that apprentice builder I've been hearing about, would you? They say you can make all sorts of stuff from just a few bits and bobs. I don't know how you builders do it. As the magnificent Hargoon said, destruction awaiteth all that is built. To think of all that hard work going to waste. Hey, Bren. Yeah, I thought I'd give a try at a late night stream. Get myself to do a thing. Because it's, like, I've been meaning to get my feet wet into Dragon Quest Builders too for a while, and so figured this would be a good way to get myself to do it. Yeah. It's silly, but I like the verbal tics they have for the monsters. So, stairs are no match for you, I see. You just can't keep a good girl down. Now, as you'll no doubt have spotted, we're sailing on the open ocean. You've got no chance of escaping, so don't even bother trying. Well, darn. Not that you'd get very far anyway. You're nothing but skin and bones. Here, get this down your gullet. It's fresh from the captain's table. Which is where I sit, by the way. Liberty obtains a piece of kelp. Liberty can't remember when she last ate. The thought of food makes her stomach start rumbling. See, believe it or not, that kelp can be eaten. Select with the D-pad and press X to eat it. Doing so will refill your fullness gauge and replenish some health. Yeah, it does fit Toriyama's art style, having, you know, silly cartoonish accents. Scoff that kelp before you conk out. Alright. Down in one! That kelp's pretty tasty, isn't it? The pungent aroma and slimy texture makes for a spine-tingling combination. You should thank your lucky stars you got to scoff such a scrumptious snack. Because it'll be the last meal you ever eat. Yep, you heard me right. You'll be dead soon enough. Well, that's very disappointing to hear. But don't worry, you won't be shuffling off this mortal coil just yet. I've got plenty of hard graft for you to be getting on with fast. I don't know. I don't feel terribly motivated to do work if I'm just gonna die. Oh, wow. You can wipe that lily-livered look off your face. I'm not going to send you to the cemetery anytime soon. So long as you've got some life left in you, I'll give you a chance to keep hold of it. But you have to follow my orders to the letter. What's that? You want to know who we are and what you're doing here? If you're that desperate to find out how far up the creek you are, without a paddle I might add, go and talk to those 5 monsters beneath the flag over there. What do you have to say? Builder, builder, I have something to tell you. If you ever get stuck or can't figure out what to do next, be sure to check back with whoever you spoke to last. It shows you're willing to do the job right, and there's nothing wrong with that. Now that's a tip that'll serve you well in this life and the next. Oh, thank you for being informative. Hell's bells, what a storm we had last night. It washed all the torches overboard and scattered my barrels around the deck. I beg your pardon? You say you slept right through it? Good gracious, you must sleep like a particularly lazy log to have missed a humdinger of a hurricane like that. Yeah, that's some sleep. Yeah, very cute, very charming. Hello, Gooman. We're the last surviving members of the Children of Hargoon. The ones who didn't get squished. We're going to bring this world to its knees, all in the name of the great and glorious High Priest. Slurp. What's with all the slurping? I'm just salivating at the prospect of squashing you Goomans once and for all. Slurp, slurp, slurp. Pleasant. Yeah, times are great. This shit keeps swaying from side to side. I feel a bit seasick. What's that? You want to know where we're sailing to? I haven't the foggiest. The higher-ups would never tell stuff like that to a lowly little Draki. Well, if it isn't little Myth Builder. You're only an apprentice, but you're prancing around like you own the place. Honestly, you can't go anywhere these days without bumping into an insolent little builder hell-bent on undoing all of our hard work. The world's going down the pan, that's for sure. Our only choice is to eliminate bothersome builders like you one by one. Yeah. You're that apprentice builder that we nabbed in Cantlin, aren't you? I must admit, I feel a few pangs of sympathy for you, if not for this, to know that your end is nigh. Creehee. Middenhall, Cannock, Moonbrook. From forth these three kingdoms did come the hated heroes, the scions of Erdrick, and laid almighty Hargon low. With his dying breath, our exalted leader surrendered his mortal form so that Malroth, the Lord of Destruction, could be born. Alas, he too was vanquished. Does that mean all hope is lost? No, I say. Hargon's ambitions did not perish with him. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but one day we will reduce this world to ruin. Yeah, nice to see you, Bryn. Yeah, if you really want to, you can always see the VOD later. Hope you sleep well. Alright, we've done the requisite NPC talk. Oh, there's a few other dudes here. Have you heard? No. I'd better give you a quick history lesson then. In an age long since past, this world was ruled by the iron fist of a king among many kings, the mighty Dragon Lord. I was one of his loyal foot soldiers, but the master I so valiantly served was vanquished at the hands of some hot-shot hero. So when High Priest Hargon rose to power, I wasted no time in signing up to join his dishonorable ranks. Alas, even he was destined for defeat. Just my luck. Now the other skeletons look down on me for switching sides. I'm even starting to think the downfall of those great leaders could be something to do with me. I'll admit I'm not too familiar with Dragon Quest lore. Most of what I know just comes from playing the first Builders game. Bored, bored, bored. I'm bored beyond belief. I'm going out of my skull with boredom, I tell you. It's nothing but ocean everywhere I turn. Water over this way, water over that way. Just give me something to look at that's not the bloomin' horizon. Yeah. Because I know about the Dragon Lord stuff for, like, you know, the first couple games at least, and that was what the first Builders game was about, was facing off against them because the original hero didn't do what they were supposed to. So, oh almighty Hargon, how did those hated humans ever manage to defeat you? Did the whole world not cower before you after you obliterated Moonbrook? Oh, if only I had risen from my grave in High Priest Hargon's heyday, I would have led an undeath of luxury instead of being stuck here in this skeleton crew. I see what he did there. Okay. You know what? I want to see what's at the top of the mast. Scree, human, what are you doing up here? Are you skiving off work too? I just love playing truant, and I don't care who knows. Seeing as you're here, I may as well ask, have you spoken to the rest of the crew? For a menagerie of monsters, they're a friendly bunch, when you say? I just worry they've gone a bit soft since Hargon was overthrown and peace returned. But you better not get the wrong idea. Humans and monsters were never meant to mix. We're enemies, always have been, always will be. Aww. That's a shame. Yeah, they are pretty personable. Except for, the whole, kind of a shame about the whole, making me do, stuff, and quite possibly having the risk of being killed when I've served my, purpose. Keh, so you talk to the rest of the crew, eh? Obedient little blighter, aren't you? So now you know. We're the last survivors of the children of Hargon, loyal servants of the mighty Master of Destruction himself. That means you builders are our sworn enemies! We're sailing the ocean blue, rounding up pesky vermin like you, along with anyone else who gets in our way. Eh? You want to know what we're gonna do with all these builders? Only the higher-ups know for sure, but I'll make no bones about it. I reckon you lot are up for the chop. Still, that doesn't mean we can't make the most of what little time you've got left. Just be thankful that you've got some benefit as your final moment draws near. Can be of some benefit, rather. I can read. Listen up, builder, unless you want to spend the rest of your life behind bars. Or worse, you'll do as I say. So here's the deal. Last night's storm messed up my ship good and proper. I want you to make things ship-shape around here again. To start with, I want you to break up all the driftwood strewn about the deck and bring me the wood when you're done. Go on, chop chop. See, each piece of driftwood is marked with the icon. Run over to one and press Y to punch it into something useful. Okay. As is the great case with many games like this, you start off with punching wood. And okay, that did it all. Sweet. Alright, Mr. Skelly Man, I got wood. Well, well, my deck looks in much better shape now that you've picked up all that wood. No flies on you, eh? Still, I suppose being given the chance to save your sorry skin will tend to give you a kick up the coccyx. You want to know why I'm giving you this chance? Truth is, as a sworn servant of the Master of Destruction, I'm not supposed to fraternize with your kind, but considering the state of my ship, I've got no other choice. Anyway, it's not like you're a proper builder. You're only an apprentice at the end of the day, so I'm sure it's fine. You wouldn't forsake me for doing a little thing like this. Right? Anyway, I think we've chewed the fat long enough. If you want to cling on to your life for a little longer, I suggest you continue working like the dutiful little builder you are. Just remember, you can get all sorts of useful materials by smashing things up. Just be careful that what you bash doesn't bash you back. Right? Not gonna punch the crew. You're an odd one. Since the moment I let you out of that cell, you've been scurrying about my deck and chatting with my crew without a care in the world. If anything, I'd wager you're actually enjoying this. There must be something wrong with you. I can't explain it any other way. It's called being a player character, dude. I mean, why else would you wear that dopey grin on your dopey mush? Faced with the same fate, most prisoners would be scared witless, but not you. You what? You always look like that when someone's got a job for you? Seems like you aren't scared of us at all. I better keep you busy or who knows what you might try and pull. Luckily, there's plenty for you to be getting on with. For starters, some of the boys on deck have got jobs that need doing. Report back to me when you've sorted them out. Alrighty then. Oh. Right. There's a hole. I should not walk in the hole. I've been watching you, Builder. I saw you scrabble around the deck, greedily pocketing all the wood you could find. The raging tempest that struck last night washed all of our navigation lights overboard. But such things can be rebuilt, can they not? To wit, I wish for you to use the wood you collected to make some new torches. Do you see the worn-out workbench over there? Use it to make 5 torches. Here, I believe you'll need this oil to craft them. You obtain 3 spots of oil. Once you have the torches, you must put them back in their proper positions. The 5 black blocks will be your sign. There is 1 by the workbench, and 4 more around the stairs that lead below decks. Place 1 torch upon each block. Do not fail me, Builder. Craft the 5 torches and put them in place. Return to me when you have finished the task. Let's see, you can make torches at the workout... Not at the workout bench, the worn-out workbench, using the materials in your inventory. Sweet. Well, not exactly like I have much else better to do. Okay. Yeah, let's only do a set of 5 for now. Torches can be placed on top of other blocks. Select with D-pad. Alright. Yeah. Here we go. And there. And there. There and there. Yay! I did the thing. It seems you've done exactly as I asked. The guiding flames burn brightly as before. For a ship such as ours, they could do with being a touch more sinister, if I do say so myself, but I shan't complain. The deck is illuminated once more. I must say, your propensity to create unsettles me. Not that it matters, you'll soon outlive your usefulness. But your work is not over yet. There are others aboard the ship who might still find some use for you. Go to them, I pray. What do you want? Well, if it isn't the so-called Builder. Anyone would think you'd own the place the way you're strutting around this deck. What's with the attitude? You're running errands for the boys on the captain's orders, and you want me to give you a job to do? Tell you what, you can help me relieve the boredom of being stuck on this good-for-nothing ship. As long as you're not afraid to put your life on the line. Truth is, I've always wondered whether builders can fight. How you feel about going mano a mano with a monster? Oi, you! Fancy taking a swing at this kid? Just try not to kill her, eh? Alright, better put them dukes up. I warn you though, that skeleton soldier's a proper head case. Come and find me after the fight's finished. If you can still walk. I can punch. Ow. Yeah, I can punch skeletons. Well, you're a better boxer than you look, I'll give you that. Still, the only thing those pathetic punches of yours hurt was my pride. Not that I should be surprised, you're pretty bony for someone who claims to be a builder. That doesn't exactly bode well for your future career, does it? Lucky you don't have a future to speak of at all. Alright, be off with you. Go and tell the bosun what a weakling you are. You fight like a cow's cadaver. You builders really aren't cut out for combat after all. I mean, in all fairness, I was punching a skeleton that has a sword and... if that's not cloth, I'm guessing maybe leather armor? What's that? You would have smashed him to smithereens if you'd had a weapon, yeah? I feel that's a very safe assessment to make. A likely story. You going to bash him upside the skull with one of them torches you're such a whiz at whipping up? Don't make me laugh. Huh? What's that book you've got there? Eureka! Liberty learns a new weapon. Ah, yes. I remember using those. Don't just stand there smirking. Tell me what's so funny. You what? You just worked out how to make a cypress stick? Well, I never. Are you telling me that builders can invent things as well as make them? But don't just stand around looking gormless. Put your money where your mouth is and make this cypress stick then. You know where the workstation is, right? And one more thing. Once you've made it, don't forget to equip it. A weapon's no use otherwise. Well, thank you, Skelly Man. Really is so nice of these monsters to be helpful and giving nice, informative advice. I will say right away, I am liking this layout that they have for crafting stuff. I remember during the first game, I found it a little bit irritating that there's kind of a thing of you could either only build as much as possible or only build one at a time. And while the menus were suitable, the fact that they were all just like the long thin words and not like the icons, I'm liking some of the design decisions they've made. Oh, what have we here? Is that a cypress stick I see? Well, a weapon's no use to you unless you equip it. You've got to hold it in your hand like me, see? First, you need to select it with the D-pad and then press X to equip it. Let me know when you're ready to rumble. Oh yeah. Here we go. Equipped a cypress stick. The girl genius returns, cypress stick in hand. Now you really look the part. What do you say? Fancy another crack at that old bag of bones now that you've got a weapon? Sure. That's the spirit. I want to watch that rotter try and put himself back together once you're through with him. Oh, wow. I'm sensing a hostile work relationship here. Compound fracture. God. A bone-crushing defeat. I don't know if I can pick myself up after this one. Go on then, lass. Go and brag about beating me to the bosun. Well, he certainly gave that bag of bones a good hiding. Just look at the state of him. The only thing he's good for now is feeding a dog. You what? You feel a bit sorry for him? That's a new one. I'll wager no human has ever shed a tear for a monster before. Just don't think you can butter me up by tickling my funny bone. Anyway, thanks for that, Builder. It certainly helped pass the time, if nothing else. I even think I learned something today. You builders are useless in a fist fight, but with a weapon in hand, you're not to be sneezed at. But you're not done for the day just yet. Not by a long shot. I've got a feeling in my bones there's someone else on board who needs a helping hand. Okay. What else should be done? You look like you need a thing done. My, you've been a busy little lady, haven't you? First you made those torches and now a cypress stick. But one can hardly call oneself a builder without one's tools of the trade. Where are yours, Builder? Do you even have any? No? Alas, not. Other than that simple cypress stick, you haven't a single tool upon your person. Such a shame. Well, I think we had ought to do something about that, haven't we? I confiscated this pair of gloves from the builder in the brig below decks. Now they are yours. With those equips, you'll be capable of hoisting up a whole host of objects, without the need to smash them first. Ideal for organizing your articles in an orderly fashion. So, without further ado, take your newfound gloves, gather up all the barrels strewn higgledy-piggledy around the deck, and place them on the mat beside me. Hey! Pick up stuff and plonk it down. Use the gloves to move objects from one place to another. Press ZR to pick up something, to pick something up or put it down. Press Y while holding something to rotate it. Ooh. Okay. I'm liking this. Like, it's cool that not only, like, this is a decent tutorial, but I'm liking that they're kind of showing off some of the improvements that they've made versus, the first game. I'll admit, I definitely prefer, like, being able to do this versus, being forced to basically smash stuff anytime I want to pick them up. Here we go. And place the thing. And here we go. Wonderful work. 6 perfectly positioned barrels. I'm sure you'll agree that a pair of gloves is an indispensable tool for any budding builder. I was under the impression that the youth of today were nothing but a swarm of work-shy wastrels. But based on your showing just now, I may have to reassess my stance. Alas, no matter the blood, sweat, and tears you shed in servitude, you'll always be a builder, the eternal enemy of our exalted order. I fear your time among us will be but short, but your fate is not for me to decide. That is the captain's responsibility. It would appear that you have attended to everyone's errands for now. Hurry along and inform the good captain that you require some more back-breaking chores. Aww. Alright. What next, Captain? Not bad, not bad. Looks like you've done everything the lads asked of you. Nice to see a human working her fingers to the bone for us monsters, and without a word of complaint, neither. You gotta admit, that's kind of a weird energy. If I doubted it before, I'm certain now. You actually like this sort of thing. You're a proper weirdo, you know that? Yep. Still, I won't be satisfied until I hear it from the horse's mouth, so to speak. Do you enjoy building things? Sure. Of course you do. It's what gets you out of bed in the morning. I can tell from the look on your fleshy face. You've got all the makings of a master crafter. And that's why we can't let you live. Well, what with you builders being our mortal enemies and everything, I can't exactly have you running bow to stern building like Billy O, now can I? I'm sorry to say it, kid, but I'm gonna have to sever that smiling skull from your shoulders. Right now. Just tickling your ribs. Don't look so scared. I'm not really going to lop your noggin off. Well, as long as you stay on my good side, that is. After all, I wouldn't want to lose a willing worker like you. I reckon you've got what it takes to be a cracking little cabin girl. And what's more, I like the cut of your jib. What do you say, lassie? Will you join my skeleton crew? You don't have to say anything. I can tell you're too overcome with joy to thank me now. Oh my god, he really is freaking Papyrus. Actually, there's something else I've been meaning to ask you. What's that big book you're lugging around? I've never seen anything like it before. Huh? Where did this rain come from? Where? You'll have to tell me later, lassie. Looks like there's another storm rolling in. Ah, an apprentice builder. You will do nicely. This is your world to create and yours to destroy. Now, come to me, my child. Oi, cloth ears, what are you gawking at? Didn't you hear me? I told you to get your fleshy rump below decks and into the hold. It's far too dangerous up here for a landlubber like you. Oh, he's concerned. How nice. Wah! What the heck's going on? Captain! Come to the hold quickly. We're in deep goo-goo down here. Blimey, I don't like the sound of this. Hold tight, I'm on my way. You alright there, builder? Yeah, but I can't be stopping to help some human. I've got to get to the hold. Hagon Preservus, this is bad. This is really bad. Hey, builder, get your bony backside in here pronto. I need your help. Well, I don't like the sound of that boss music. Over here, builder.
What took you so long, eh? I've got bad news, Builder. We've been swept right into a reef and a rock's gone clean through the hull. If we don't fix this fast, we'll be heading down to Davy Jones' locker. I don't know if this will work, but try cramming a crate into that hole. You've got a pair of gloves, don't you? So use them. Now, I find this kind of amusing because I don't think these things need to breathe. I mean, then again, being stuck beneath the waves is probably a terrible fate. Okay, they got some water going on. That was a closer shave than I'd have liked, but you did it. You've saved my... Oh, throw me a bone, not more holes. Ah, we're taking on more water. You gotta do something. Use some more crates and plug all those holes up. Yeah, whatever you say. And plug the hole. You're a lifesaver. Builder or no, I owe you one. But our run-in with that rock has made mincemeat of my hull. The next wave that hits us could... Yep. Where? I know it. It's a race against time, Builder. Cram some more crates in those holes, and hurry. Yeah. And boop. Yeah. Hey, Argle. Yeah. Nice to see you. Okay. You shored up my ship good and proper, Builder. I don't know where we'd be without you. She'll hold for now, but who knows how much long? There we go. Oh, throw me a bone. We're done for. Holy moly, look at that one. We don't have any crates big enough to plug up a hole that size. This is it, Builder. It was nice knowing you. Don't forget me, Builder. Yep. Puns for day. Ooh. Cutscene. Yep, short game, but it was fun. Oh, jeez. Making them destroy their frickin' things, that's not fun. Oh, this is going to be an interesting time. Yeah, if there's one thing that's no doubt, it's that, yeah, Dragon Quest has some pretty sweet music. Well, looks like we have someone who's going to be a friend.
Okay. Now to see our inexplicable fate of surviving adrift at sea. Liberty awakens on a sandy shore. It seems she is washed up on a desert island, along with the wreckage of the skeleton's ship. She decides to take a look around to see what she can see. Well, got wood and food, as much as that can be food. And if I recall, rocks wind up requiring a hammer, at least if this is anything like how Builders 1 was. Let's see, maybe if I bust up that bit of barrel too. Yep. That's also wood. Ooh. Chest. Suddenly, Liberty hears a voice. There's nothing here. The whole place is deserted. Where is this place anyway? How did I even get here? The voice seems to be coming from the other side of the rocky outcrop. Liberty might be able to dig through the sand to get to the other side. Not gonna lie, for a second I thought the twist was gonna be that there was something inside the chest. Yeah. Like it was gonna turn out to be either someone inside the chest or it was gonna be a mimic. Yeah, this works. Okay. Got some sand. Isle of Awakening, the land of infinite opportunity. Now, this is a neat starting spot. I was kind of expecting that, the sky's such a strange color. Have I died and gone to heaven? Or hell, more likely. Huh? What was that noise? Hey, Bunches, who the heck are you? Hello? Finally, a live one. Say, you wouldn't happen to know how we wound up here, would you? You were on a ship that sank, and then you woke up on this beach? So how come you didn't cark it too? What's your story? Your name's Liberty, and you're an apprentice builder? Huh. Never heard of one of them before. Congratulations, I guess. Anyway, my name's Malroth. Hey, you want to see something really gruesome? Follow me. What's the matter? You're not squeamish, are you? Come on, you won't be disappointed. That name as I recall, is not a very good name. I'll admit, beach was not my first expectation for this game. Now that's what I call dead in the water. Bet you've never seen anything like this before. Seems like you and me are the only survivors from the shipwreck. What's that? You don't remember seeing me on board? But if I wasn't on your ship, then how did I... What the... Hey, that girl isn't dead after all. She sounds like she's in a pretty bad way, though. We should do the right thing and put her out of her misery. Hey! Where am I? How did I get here? Eee! You are pirates, aren't you? Filthy freebooting brigands who shall take me captive and demand a ransom for my safe return. Wah! Well, wasn't that presumptuous? There she goes. She's got a mouth on her, hasn't she? There's only one way to make sure she shuts up for good. Mind if I do the honors? God. Well, Argyle, you and him seem to be of a similar mind. Come on, we're not gonna hurt you. Why? You know what? God, that sure is a useful door right there. Fair enough. Get away from me, you villains. If you're going to take me captive, at least tell me where we are and how I got here. Well, we're on an island with nothing but sand, rocks, and a few corpses to keep us company. You must have washed up here with Liberty when your ship sank. Just a moment. Do I know you? Yes, I remember. You're that builder from the ship. The one who ran around grinning while those horrid monsters barked orders at you. I know you were in cahoots with them. So that means this is all your fault. Well, what are you going to do about it? You're going to make the things we need to survive while we wait for a rescue party? Oh. Well. Alright. Even a rank amateur like you should be able to use that worn-out workbench outside to make the most basic essentials. Must you be so judgmental when I'm just trying to help? I'm Lulu, by the way. Now, what will we need to hold out until the ship arrives? Let me see... We'll need shelter from the elements while we wait to be rescued. I'd rather not die of exposure before then. The walls must be at least 2 blocks high, and we'll need a door for getting in and out. Why not use this old shack? It's rather worse for wear, but I'm sure you can fix the place up. You can salvage some of the decking from the wreckage to patch up any holes. And just use those gloves of yours to pick it up. You won't have to worry about splinters that way. We have no idea how long it'll take for a search party to locate us, so we'll need to find enough sustenance to tide us over until we're rescued. There's bound to be a scallywinkle or 2 on the seashore. They're edible as long as you give them a good grilling on a bonfire first. You'll need some wood to build a fire. Luckily for us, there's plenty of pieces of driftwood and broken barrels from the shipwreck lying about. You may as well put them to use. Now, I can't be expected to put my head down for the night on these lumpy old rocks. I need a proper bed if I'm to get my beauty sleep. I don't imagine you're capable of building 4 posters, so we shall have to make do with 3 piles of straw bedding. Place them in the room when you're done. Hey, don't start telling us what to do, Bossy Boots. Who made you the leader here anyway? Oh, pipe down, you Neanderthal. You don't even have the common decency to wear a proper shirt. Don't think you're impressing anyone with those oh-so-mighty muscles. Say that again and I'll show you how mighty these muscles are. Oh, Builder, you'll do these little favors for me, won't you? You'll save me from this savagery. Yeah. That's wonderful. I knew you'd do exactly as I asked. You can consider these little tasks as training exercises if you like. Then, when you become a full-fledged builder, you'll have me to thank for it. Nothing like being... Training exercises? Who does this girl think she is? Remember what I said before about putting her out of her misery? Well, how about we put her out of our misery instead? Alright, you might very possibly be the mortal incarnation of a demonic demon of destruction, but I like the cut of your jib, sir. To a degree. That girl really gives me the hump. Whatever you say, dude. First, she won't stop whinging. Then the moment she wants something done, she's barking out orders like we're her servants. Don't let her boss her around. Don't let her boss you around, okay? You're a builder at the end of the day, not her skivvy. Yeah, I know she's stranded here too, but that doesn't mean you have to help her. Don't be such a soppy sad case. She's a castaway at the end of the day, same as us. You've got to look out for number 1. That's my motto. By the way, there's something I've been meaning to ask. You know you said you were a builder? Is that, like, something to do with ducks? No, dude, that's a bill. Well, whatever this builder business is all about, I'll help you. But only so I don't have to hang around with her. Have you decided which of her errands you'll do first? If it was up to me, I'd mend those walls while we're here. Just stuff some planks in the holes and, hey presto, we've buildered ourselves a brand new room. Right? To be honest, I blanked out the rest of her requests. Speak to her again if you need a reminder. Yeah. Place the thing. And boop. And boop. And boop. Did the thing. Liberty, you repaired my room. Now I have somewhere to hide in safety should monsters attack. Not bad for a base apprentice. Just so you know, a room must have a door and walls at least 2 blocks high. That's the first rule of rooms. Anyway, I'm ever so happy to have a proper place to stay, and you two are very welcome to stop by anytime you like. Oh, how generous of you. Well, she seems pretty satisfied with the new room. Alright, next up is dinner. She wanted us to cook some of those scallywinkle things on a bonfire, didn't she? Is that something you can do? Learned a new recipe. Big bundle of branches that burns brightly. Can be used to cook food. Alright. What's the deal with that book? Huh? You just invented bonfires and now you can build one if you have enough materials. All you need to do is put together some wood and oil on that worn out workbench. Well, if it's oil you need, I can give you some. I wrung this out of a slime that got in my way earlier. Here. Morbid. All you need now is wood. That girl said you can get some from the driftwood and broken barrels on the beach. Whatever that means. Anyway, you better get that bonfire built. No use starving her. It'll only put her in an even worse mood than she's already in. I thought you forgot what she was telling us to do. Yeah. Whatever. And, oh. Well, thank you. So you don't just follow me around. Neat. Let's do a buildy-do. And how about place that here? What's that you've made? It's hot as heck and it spits and crackles. It must be a bonfire. But are you sure you know what you're doing with that? You know you're not supposed to play with fire, right? You can use a bonfire to cook food, select an ingredient, put it on the fire with X, and press A to start cooking. See what happens when you throw a scallywinkle on. Oh, first let's get one of these scallywinkles. There's no response, it's just a corpse. Right. A wave breaks on the shore and washes the body out to sea. Hey, what do you see, dude? Oh. Thank you. Yeah. And it really is kind of one of those things where it's like... I think it kind of helps that the whole thing is cartoony. And that it's like... just the silliest thing with how it's like, oh yes, how marvelous it is to build fire! And have walls! Okay, so I needed... the whatsamajigs. Hey, Liberty, I want to ask you something. I keep hearing about making and materials and builders, but what does any of that actually mean? You smash things you find here and there to get materials, which you use to make new stuff? That's what being a builder is all about? Huh. Okay, I think I'm starting to get a clear picture of what it is you guys do. How come I don't know already? Look, they might be 10 a penny where you come from, but I'm telling you, I've never met a builder before. Oh, not that I remember anyway. When I get my memory back, I'll tell you all about my blissful builder-free childhood. In the meantime, if you need a helping hand smashing stuff to get materials, then I'm your man. I destroy pretty much everything I touch.
You know those scallywinkles Lulu was asking about? There might be some knocking about nearby. Let's keep our eyes peeled and bag them all for ourselves. Yeah, that's the thing, like, okay, the intro talked about how there's this god of destruction, Malroth. I think that kind of explains him being weird about this stuff. What's that funny looking thing you've got there? It wouldn't be one of those scallywinkles that girl was jabbering on about by any chance? Well, it smells perfectly fishy to me. If we ate one of them raw, we'd be chucking up chunks till the break of dawn, and that's something I'd rather avoid. Yeah, which is why we do this little thing called cook. Yeah, it's one of those things where it's just like there's something funny about the idea of like, yes, you meet the god of destruction. It's like, so it's like you destroy things, but in reverse. Yes, but no. Okay, got a few scallywinkles. Good boy. Okay. Careful, Liberty. The scallywinkle just fell in the fire. Ah, that must be how you cook it. So you builders can make food too, eh? Still, it'll be a little while till that scallywinkle's completely cooked. Let's go and look for some more materials while we wait. Food takes a little time to cook. Just try to be patient. It'll be ready before you know it. That's different. So they don't just treat it like how it was when the old one was. So it was basically kind of just a crafting thing. Kind of makes sense that they try something a little different. Are you a good slime? Yeah, can't talk to you, but whatever. See, if your fullness gauge ever drops to 0%, you won't be able to dash or string two sword slashes together. Yeah. Things ready? It is kind of funny how that turns out. It's like, ah yes, everything is based on voxels. Oh, that aroma. Is that the smell of a succulently seared scallywinkle? I must have it. Sure. Nom nom. Nom. Ah, the scent of the seaside combines perfectly with the gravelly crunch of the sand grains. Simply irresistible. But you don't have to limit your culinary repertoire to scallywinkles, you know. If you see anything else that looks vaguely edible, try cooking it on a bonfire. I find a cooked meal much more filling than raw fare, and it makes me feel healthier too. Just remember that cookery is all about experimentation.
Oh, how rude of me. I just realized I never asked your names. Oh. Holy shit, yeah, she's been pushing us around and never asked us our frickin' names. Liberty and Malroth, you say? I know you're a builder, Liberty, but what do you do, Malroth? Well, Actually, I don't know what I do. I woke up on this island, but I can't remember anything before that. My memory's completely blank. Oh, well. An apprentice builder and her amnesiac friend. What an unexpected partnership. Oh, we're not partners. If you think a guy like me would team up with a puny little runt like her, you must be dreaming. Speaking of dreams, I'm starting to feel a little drowsy. It's been a long, stressful day, and that seared scallywinkle has filled me up nicely. So, Liberty, how's progress going with the straw bedding I asked you to make? I'm really rather ready to hit the hay. Basic bedding made from dried weeds plonked in a pile. Can be slept on. Here we go. She's got her book out again. What have you invented this time? Is that so? You reckon you can make straw bedding out of dry grass? Well, I think I saw something dry and grassy along the shore to the west. Could that be what you're looking for? Well, first... And... munch on a bit of kelp. So, to the west. More kelp. Ooh. You look like useful crafting material. Smack. Good work, Malroth. And that seems like a good stopping point. Liberty examines the strange stone carving, but nothing happens. Interesting. Now let's head back and do the thing. Now, first, oh wait, forgot to cook. And how much does that restore? Significantly more. Okay. Yes. Okay. Didn't mean to do that, but okay. Got her out of the way. This is wonderful, Liberty. You made a bed for me and a couple for yourselves, too. Taking a nap during the day will help to recharge our enemies, and after the sun goes down, we'll be able to while away the dark and dangerous night in Dreamland. I wonder what Mama and Papa would say if they knew I was rubbing shoulders with the Builder, and on a desert island, no less. When the children of Hargon attacked my hometown of Rippleport, my parents were caught up in the fighting. Those maniacal monsters murdered them in cold blood. So, I stowed away on that accursed ship, hoping to avenge their deaths, but I was caught before I had a chance to do anything. We all know what happened next. Oh, Papa, Mama, I may be marooned on a desert island with these two lumbering lummoxes. Hey! But I shall survive. I pray that you watch over me in these trying times. Huh. Scientists decided that instead of giving newly discovered creatures boring Latin names, he's naming shit he discovered based on Marvel and pop culture, like the Deadpool fly. That is neat. Anyway, thank you both ever so much for sorting our sleeping arrangements. It's been a long, hard day. I suggest we all get some well-earned rest. Alright. Let's see now. You've repaired the room, sorted out my sleeping arrangements, made me supper. I do believe that's everything. I must say it's a real relief to have a builder around, and judging by the quality of your work, one would never imagine you were still only learning the ropes. Must you? I know we're stranded here, but in a weird way, I'm actually looking forward to it. I shall give you even more work to do so that you might blossom as a builder. I was always warned this day would come. When people would be demanding that I do all of their stuff for them. The castaway life might be a little less luxurious than I'm accustomed to, but even so, I think this could be a fun little adventure. And as for you, Malroth, this could be the perfect opportunity to absorb a little culture, and maybe even some manners. Now then, Liberty, I want you to go out at first light every morning and forge 30 scallywinkles and 50 strips of kelp. It must all be cooked by lunchtime or I shall be crossed. No. Oh. That's not going to be a thing that happens. Alright. I thought Lulu might calm down a bit once she got what she wanted, but she's just as big a pain in the neck as she was before. Still, I'm impressed. Despite all her nagging, you made everything we need to stay alive. I wish I could do what you do. Hey, Liberty, can I have a go on that workbench? I want to try making something myself. I mean, you do you, man. What do you say? Will you let me have a crack on the workbench? I won't break it, I promise. I've been watching you make stuff all day, and I'm pretty sure I know exactly what to do. Watch this, Liberty. I'm going to be a builder just like you. Now then, what was it you do first? Please don't break it. No, that's not right. Damn it, why isn't this working? Alright, you asked for it. Grrrr! What did I do wrong? It doesn't make sense. God, why can't I make things? At this rate, I'll never be a builder. Ah, forget it. I thought making stuff would be all fun and games, but it's actually way harder than it looks. Sorry, Liberty. I'll be relying on you to build things for me from here on out. And seeing as you made all that stuff for Lulu, I think it's about time you even things out and make something for me. Ooh. Oaken Club, a stout and sturdy wooden cudgel. Can only be used by Malroth. Is that for me? What would I want with a silly old stick? It's not just any stick, it's an oaken club. I can use it to whack stuff. That sounds right up my alley. Alright, I'll take it. Give it here. Give. Hey, this really is a club and a half. I wonder how it performs. Only one way to find out. Stand back while I give this beauty a few test swings. I like it. No, I love it. Squishing slimes will not be so more satisfying now. And to think you made it using only the junk we found on the beach. You're amazing. Thanks, Liberty. This club is the best present anyone's ever given me. I think. Huh? Liberty, can you feel that? Some kind of evil aura. It must be coming from a monster, but whatever it is, it's way more dangerous than those scrawny little slimes we saw before. This could be a good chance for you to learn a thing or two about how to fight. Just follow my lead, and you'll be scrapping with the best of them in no time. The monster's somewhere down the coast to the west. Come on, I want to break in my new club by breaking that sucker's skull. New destination has been added to your map. Well, that's good and all, but I am in a state of close to being late and tired, so I think I'm going to pick this as a point to stop. And I think I'll pick this up later. Okay, that did indeed work. Well, in the meantime, thank you for stopping by and watching. It's nice to know this has been viewed / listened to and possibly enjoyed. And next time we will go and do bashing type stuff with the Bash Man. Who I will say right away is immediately my most favorite character. Alright. Good night.